Alright, so welcome back everyone, and today we'll be doing some work with the Camaro. It's been a while since I've actually done anything with it or even driven it. So today I plan on putting a new distributor in it, a fuel filter because I think mine is leaking just a tad bit. That and those glass ones, you're just asking for trouble. If they break, leak on the headers, car fire, that's pretty bad. But I'm also getting an alignment finally because, well, the front tires rub more than my thighs do in the middle of summer, and it definitely needs it. The car's just all over the road. A little update on the Nissan. All right, the valve cover gaskets and all that have been put back on. But doing so, I noticed the water pump was leaking right down here. So that's getting all swapped out. And that's not going to be a fun job to do. But I'll get on that. I'm hoping to take this vehicle up to Maine, see if she'll make it. I mean, I already done some work, put some new shocks in the front. New coolant. Well, I got to put more new coolant in it now. So, yeah, stay tuned for a road trip vehicle. That I'm glad. Well, not glad, but I'm kind of glad that I found out that the water pump was leaking, or else I would have never checked the serpentine belts. There's the belts. They're just about to go. There is nothing left of them. They are dry. Yeah, if your belts look like that, it's time to replace them. All right, back to the Camaro. All right, I picked up an MSD Street Fire distributor, and I'm hoping it's gonna be a lot better than the one that's already in the car. And here's a new fuel filter I picked up. I also have a new dipstick coming because the other one broke off in the block, and I gotta get that out of there. Also over there, a bunch of other parts, but I got new shocks going on the Ford pretty soon, and some other stuff over there. I don't even know, to be honest. All right, let's go get the Camaro. There's a Beamer. Haven't touched that in a while. Warm in here. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's go. Nope. 100. There we go. A bit, but not sure if you can hear that or not, but I think when I rebuilt the front end over the winter. Oh, well, I got shift. There we go. I think the lowering springs might be too low for the front end, and I think that's also causing rubbing. That, and maybe it needs to be shimmed. I know these old cars, they have to be shimmed up properly. and I'm pretty positive I put all the original shims back in, but who knows? I'll see what these guys say. They're pretty good. So that's that for now until I get there. All right, well, apparently every single alignment shop around me is closed until further notice. So for now, I'll just be taking out the distributor. I'm gonna be trying to take that distributor off without having to redo my timing. I can't promise anything, but let's see how she goes. To get this off, all you need to do is just get yourself a Phillips head screwdriver. You got 4 bolts, and then should come right off. And you got 2 little tags you just need to pull out. One's for your tach and one's for your battery, and it should come right off. Make sure you keep track of all your nuts and bolts and everything like that. Make sure you're working with a clean workstation. Your distributor cap off. You just take yourself screwdriver, push down, turn it. It should all come off like that. I also recommend putting a rag over your carburetor because you don't want anything to fall down in there. I'll try taking this. Oh, that's right. I gotta undo these wires back here like that, and I should be able to pull it right off and put it right there. Ooh, spider web. So right now, the way the distributor is pointed, you sort of want to take a photo of that or jot it down, mark it so you know which way the distributor is going. Is you don't want to put that back on and have it facing the wrong way, and then the motor's firing, well, 180 degrees off, or whatever amount degrees that you have it off by. So I'm gonna mark it, take a photo, scribble it down, do something just to make sure I don't forget which direction it is going. One thing I forgot to mention, always unplug your battery terminal before you start working on something like that, especially anything to do with electricity, because I've been zapped by one of these before and it is not a good time. So just a fair warning. Listen to it, don't listen to it. I'm not your mom. All right, so now you wanna undo the little vacuum line. Grab a 9/16 wrench and see that bolt right down there. You want to take that right out, and oh, don't mind the light. Take that right out, and the distributor should slide right out with it. All right, when you get that bolt undone, we have this little thingy right here that'll come out. Make sure you put this in a safe spot. You don't want to lose it. So put it on your clean workbench. Right there is good. And then you should be able to, okay, put that back in so nothing falls in, and bloop. Pull up. What's this thing? Yeah, nothing important. All right, and you should be able to pull up on the distributor, but be careful. She turns due to the gear at the bottom of the distributor. So you'll see it go up like this, and got some oil leakage. So let's see, safe spot. There we go. Don't forget, there's also a gasket right down here. Oh, this one's old and starting to tear. As you can see, they go bad as well. So take that and good enough. So you want to try to clean that. So take your best booger picker finger and maybe try to clean that up a bit. After we're done cleaning the surface of where the distributor goes into, just come back over to your clean workstation and grease up this gear pretty good. You want to go into a little thing of grease. So, and it says right on it, brake in, performance, gear, brake in, lubricant, and protective. Sorry, English and reading is very hard for me. So after you're done greasing up the distributor gear, just take your Potato Masher 5000 and get ready to put it back in the car. Once you get your distributor into place and in the same position that it was when you took it out, you can go ahead and put in your holder downer 100 where it came out, right down in there. Remember, when tightening this down, you don't want too tight. You just want to finger snap. All right, after that, you want to go ahead and put on your vacuum line, and you can put your cap on. Remember how I had this one right here? Well, it's a lot easier now to just match up where each spark plug wire goes. Makes things a lot more easier than looking up the firing order if you do not know it by heart. Also, don't forget to hook up that over here, which I'll be doing off camera. Right, now that you got everything back on, you can go over the battery terminal back on. You know, finger tight's fine. I also forgot to mention, don't forget to plug in that little wire right there. If you don't have that plugged in, you won't get any power to the distributor and it won't start. You won't have any spark. So don't forget that. Now let's try it. All right, there we go. All right, next, we're replacing the dipstick because my engine block, mine broke off and I can't really get a flathead screwdriver to pry it up. So an old timer told me if you take left-hand thread tap, you should be able to get it out. Now I'm going to try it with the motor cold, see if it'll come out. If not, I'll let the engine run for a little bit, warm up, and hopefully that it'll grip on. The engine block has expanded enough where it'll turn and slide right out. Alright, so I got it in, and basically I just took a rubber mallet and tapped it into the engine block. You don't want to go too hard because you'll bend the tube and then you'll just be back at square one of taking it out. So if you do it gently with some RTV or something like that that'll hold it in, you'll get it in there. I don't know how well you'll get it out afterwards, but she's in there. Alright, well, I got everything I wanted to do done on the Camaro. So that's a wrap for this episode. And next up, I'll be doing the posi rear end in this car. So no more one-leggers, it'll be 2 tires, finally, after like 10 years of owning it. Also, I did complete Nissan, so that will be a road trip episode all the way up to Maine, where my cabin is, and that's on the Maine Canadian border. So I'll be putting the miles on and putting it to the test to see if a $300 SUV can make it all the way up there. If not, AAA is going to love me for towing this back to where I live. And hopefully it does make it, because I don't feel like paying that bill. I'd rather have a successful run. Anyways, that's it for this one, and I'll see you next time.